Hello guys, this is Ryan here. So I thought I would do a video of me ranking all 8 of Linkin Park's albums. I had this idea for a few weeks now, but I never really seemed to have the urge to actually film this video. But obviously now I do, so I'm gonna go ahead and rank all 8 of Linkin Park's albums. Now, a couple of things before I get into the video. First of all, this is gonna be only their main 8 studio albums, and no side projects or remix albums or reissues, all that stuff. And number 2, this is obviously just my own personal opinion. I'm sure you guys' ranking will be a little bit different, so yeah, go ahead and tell me in the comments below how would you rank all 8 Linkin Park's albums. Or if you don't want to, let's say, rank them, then just tell me your favorite Linkin Park album is. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So at number 8, this shouldn't be a surprise to everyone, but we have One More Light at number 8. Yeah, I think we can all agree this album's not that good. Now, as someone who absolutely despises pop music with an absolute burning fiery passion, I don't think this album's absolutely awful. There's a couple of decent songs on this. One More Light, where is it? One More Light, as in song, is easily the best of the album, and arguably one of the darkest, if not the darkest, Linkin Park song in terms of lyrics. So, yeah. As far as other ones go, Battle Symphony's pretty good. Talk to Myself's pretty good. Apologies, quality is not the best. Sorry for Now is pretty decent as well, and Half a Right. Good Goodbye, in my opinion, is the most poorly written Linkin Park song. Like, that song is just... I mean, musically, I guess, is okay, but in terms of the lyrics, the writing is just bad. Like, the writing is actually really bad for that song. And for some reason, they brought, like, British rappers for that song, and I was like, well, you have Mike Shinoda, why do you need to bring in more rappers? Like, that's just ridiculous. So... Yeah, although I'm not an all-time hater that some like most fans are, it's still not that good. So, yeah, and of course, this was the last album before Chester Bennington passed away in 2017. Rest in peace, Chester. We all miss you so much. But, yeah, One More Light. I don't want to be too harsh on this album, but it's really not that good, honestly. So, yeah, that's it for that one. Next up, I don't know how controversial this is going to be, but at number 7 is The Hunting Party. Now, this is the complete opposite end of the spectrum for One More Light. So, in terms of of the ratings of the albums, One More Light is like sort of down here, whilst The Hunting Party is like all the way up here. Like, well, up here, maybe about here-ish. This album is great. Now, the reason I think it's the second weakest Linkin Park album is that there are a couple of songs I think are forgettable. All for Nothing is a little bit of a forgettable song in my opinion, as is Mark the Graves. And yeah. A Line in the Sand is not like it's not like a perfect song, but at least it does struggle closing the album very well. But there's a couple of great songs as well. Final Masquerade is my favorite song from this album. Also really like Wastelands, War, because of how fast it is. I would like it to say the same if it wasn't for that long ass intro. Keys to the Kingdom is a great opener to this album. Actually, really like Keys to the Kingdom. If I can speak. So yeah, Hunting Party, not as memorable as the other Linkin Park albums, but it's still a great album, honestly. So that's it for that one. Not too much to say for that. Next up at number 6 is Living Things. So, Living Things, I think in terms of like musical tone, it's a little bit of a mixed bag. I'd say the first half of this album, in fact, I'd say this half of the album, I would say, is great. Probably some of the best stuff Linkin Park's done. I'll say this, I think Castle Glass is the most overrated Linkin Park song in my opinion. While I love the unique sound, I find it very generic. Probably the most generic Linkin Park song, aside from The Crap from One More Light. But But this half, very up and down, victimized, you know, despite like what, like a minute and a half song ish. Um, is like I think the most heaviest song from this album, if I'm not mistaken. Wheels Untraveled, beautiful song, but short more lyrics. Skin to Bone, repetitive. Internal Breaks, nonsensical, but fun to listen to, in my opinion. Tinfoil, instrumental that has a nice transition from the song to Powerless? Yeah, Powerless. Um, which I think is a great way to actually end off Living Things, because after the second half being a little bit messy. So that's my 2 cents on Living Things. First half great, second half gets a little bit messy. So yeah, my favorite songs are "Lost in the Echo," "Burn It Down," "Roads Untraveled," "I'll Be Gone," "Life's Green Misery." Yeah, not sure I'll say for Living Things. Amazing album, just wish the second half was a little bit more consistent. Moving on, at number 5 is "A Thousand Suns." Now, I think some people probably have this ranked a little bit lower than the list, but I think the more I kind of think about it, I actually think "A Thousand Suns" is one of the best Linkin Park albums. Like, I think from here on out, the Linkin Park discography is like pretty much a 10 out of 10. This album, despite being a concept album, I think this is an incredible album, honestly. The Requiem, whilst nothing special, is quite a chilling way to open an album. Burning in the Skies is incredible. When It Comes For Me is a very strange song, but I love it. Wobble Boy, you know, I think it's a great song as well. Waiting for the End. I know people think this is the best song from this album. I don't necessarily agree with that. I definitely don't think it's the best Linkin Park song, like how Mike Shinoda and Emily Armstrong make out, but it's still an amazing song, though. Iridescent, I think it's my favorite Linkin. Well, not my favorite Linkin Park song. What the hell? My favorite song from this album. Amazing song. The Catalyst is not too far behind though. Um, yeah. So I found the Suns. I don't know this is the most underrated Linkin Park album. I have to process it still, but it's potentially the most underrated album. I think the album is just genuinely amazing. So yeah, not sure what to say for that one actually. Just an incredible album. Next album, number 4, is actually the band's most recent album, From Zero. This is one that I think people could disagree with, but I think this is an excellent comeback album for the band, especially after releasing One More Light, which wasn't really good. This album is a true return to form for like Linkin Park's like sort of heavy music. Anybody who wants like the heaviest from Hybrid Theory Meteora or even Minutes to Midnight, there you go. This album pretty much has everything you could ever want for a Linkin Park album. Um, as far as the standard edition goes, my favorites are the Emptiness Machine, Heavy as a Crown, Two Faced, Stained, Good Things Go. But this entire album, in my opinion, is just phenomenal. I think this is an incredible album. Emily Armstrong is great. She's a fantastic singer, in my opinion. And I might get some hate for this, but I think she's easily the best female singer ever. That's just my personal opinion, but yeah. But From Zero, incredible album, absolutely incredible. Now we're on to the big 3 Linkin Park albums. Next album, number 3, is Minutes to Midnight. This album is phenomenal. I think this is probably my top 10 favorite albums of all time. This is just such a good album. Leave Out All the Rest is the most underrated Linkin Park song. Like, I genuinely think Leave Out All the Rest is the most underrated Linkin Park song. Such a beautiful song. I don't understand why people don't talk about that one too much. That song is incredible. What I've done is obviously a classic song as well, very iconic from Transformers. Given Up, that 70-second scream from Chester is peak. Bleed It Out again, great song. All these songs are absolutely fantastic. Little Things Give You Away, what was a bit of a long song, I think it's one of the best album closers. I think the song in Over is just great. Excuse me. Rake, whilst not super long, is definitely a pretty badass way to open up an album. So, yeah. This album, by the way, turns 20 years old in 2027, so I'm sure Linkin Park will happily bring out a 20th anniversary edition of this album. So yeah, so that's it for Minutes to Midnight. So we've got the two albums left, the two albums that basically everybody knows from Linkin Park. But the big question is, which one takes number 2 and which one takes number 1? So number 2, some of you might not like this, but for number 2, it's Hybrid Theory. Yeah, this is the mega hit debut album from 2000. Now, here's the thing. This and Meteora, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. This and Meteora are peak albums. There's no denying that. So if you're a Linkin Park fan and this or Meteora is not in your top 3 or even top 2 Linkin Park albums, then you're not a true Linkin Park fan, honestly. This album is just so evolutionary and so... I can't think of a perfect word. I generally can't think of another word to describe it. It's just such a revolutionary album and so peak. You can't really deny that. One Step Closer, Paper Cut, in the end, and Quarterly are all absolute classics. Points to Authority, I think, is an awesome song as well. By Myself, Place on My Head, Push Me Away, just ultra classics. Now, the only reason I have this step down than Meteora is, well, there's a couple reasons. First of all, With You, I think is a little bit of a hard listen, honestly. I still love the song, but, like, I'll be honest, the only time I listen to it, I'm listening to the entire album. And Cure for the Itch would be a great instrumental if it wasn't for the stupid piano tracks that, in my opinion, kind of ruined the track a little bit for me. I don't like the piano tracks for Cure for the Itch. I think it ruins it for me. But aside from that and the fact that I think With You is a little bit of a hard listen, this album is, is so good. So yeah, I could never see why people would probably rank this as number 1 as the favorite Linkin Park album. For me personally, it's number 2. So yeah, Hybrid Theory, don't have much to say about that one. And I know you guys can probably guess what number 1 is. I'll just bring it in. This is Meteora, my favorite Linkin Park album and my favorite album of all time. I go through this album so much, so I'll keep it brief, but this entire album is perfect. Perfect lyrics, perfect production, perfect guitar riffs, drum beats, and perfect scratches from Mr. Hahn. Like, this album to me is just like the perfect album. No skips at all. Just a 10 out of 10 album. Somewhere I Belong is my favorite Linkin Park song. Numb being a very close second. But this has some other bangers, well, like bangers. So like I'm Faint, Hit the Floor, Line for You, Don't Stay, From the Inside, figured 9.9, whatever you want to say. So yeah, just a phenomenal album. Absolutely adore it. So yeah. So there we go. Bring the albums back in, just have a better way to close off the video. But there we go. That is my ranking on every single Linkin Park album. Well, all 8 Linkin Park albums, I should say. Thanks for watching this video. Comment down below how would you rank Linkin Park's discography, either from the main 8 albums or if you want to call all their projects and whatnot. But if you don't want to rank the albums in the comments below, then like I said, just tell me in the comments what's your favorite Linkin Park album. People will probably say Meteora or Hybrid Theory, but still ask anyways because I'm always curious. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to comment down below as I said, and make sure you subscribe to my channel for some more cool videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.